22nd, 2013. I had to do some adjustments when I try to play this song at the end of yesterday's clip. It was blocked out. Called Smart Technology. There's evidently something set in the microphone that will isolate other noises. I think there's kind of an echo too. It could be where I'm sitting at the desk here that's causing it to echo. But either way, I want to talk about thinking about smart technology. They were saying on the radio today that last year there was 600,000. That's over 500,000 phones bought. Smartphones. This seems to be the wave of the future. They was talking about technology that it went from like the desktops to the laptops. I know I use my laptop here. It's a little handy dandy thing several times a week. Of course, I got to have it because I'm hooking up internet. But they also give me the iPad, which I use some of our tools, which are very, very neat tools that we use at work to isolate not only video problems, the internet problems, cable problems. I'm using it more and more. So really wrapping the job is making a full circle on technology. It's just really a good place to be able to experience this stuff. I know we get a new course coming out on home security, and I think I've already put my name in the hopper. I missed it the first time around when it first came out, but they're going to start training us again, the second wave here. This is just more knowledge that you know, and more that you can move up the ladder. Makes you more valuable as an employee. I remember when I took electricity back in 79, 80, and 81, that not only was I wiring houses like the one I'm in now. This was built in 79, so I was wiring houses like this. But those 3 years I was able to cover low voltage, high voltage, and in that was home security systems. It was really interesting at that time that they had these security panels that would mount. There was two of them. There was one that would mount right next to your bed, and there was one that would mount, by the entryway you came in. But it was interesting how you could how we'd wire up the house, that you could punch a button and turn on any light in the house at that time. Now, like Comcast Home Security, is that you can control it completely through your phone. So I'm interested in not only taking that, but also probably wiring up this house to get it. So I'm more familiar with it, get used to handling it. They have kind of a walk around, smaller, kind of like the mini iPads, not the full size iPad, but the smaller 8-inch control panel, and then you can set up not only sensors, and they have a wide variety of sensors, everything from oxygen oxide sensors to, what was the one? Senses. You might have seen a commercial that senses the dog goes up to the door as it wants to go out, that it will actually open the door. So it senses the dog coming up to the door and will open the door for the dog to let the dog out. That's a little bit too much, but it is fascinating to be able to do that. Let's talk about music. Yesterday, last couple of days, about 8-tracks and how advancements we've made just in that department in electronics, as far as albums, portable music with the 8-tracks. Like I said, it was portable. Then we went to cassettes, which made it even more portable. We finally advanced to, because the boombox era was in the 70s, just fantastic to be able to have your own portable, really hi-fi systems. But then to go to not digital yet, but we went to the CDs, where everything's on a disc, and then digital. So these little things here that hold like this is only 4 gigabyte, but, hold my whole music library. Everything I got on my computer, I got on here, so I can just flip through that and kind of tune in what I want. And now that's talking about, what was it? That Apple has been kind of the king of the modern consumer electronics. I know Microsoft had the operating system down for a bit, but these iPhones and iPads and everything that the consumer wants. And I think I just hit my 10. I got a beep the other day. It's the first time I went over 15 minutes. Oh, there's a timer, 6 minutes. I went over 15 minutes, and YouTube wouldn't let me upload it without updating my information and requesting to have to post longer video clips. So that was my first 15 minute. I did say I was going to kind of keep it simple and sweet, but sometimes you start talking and you ramble on, which is not a bad thing. But let's see, I was talking about Google. Google is coming out with their own Google Store, and they're going to have their own version of the iPad. And most of the technology now is going to where it's cloud-based. You don't actually have a hard drive on it, but it's just a surface that you can communicate to where you want to store all your stuff, which I guess is fine, because if you lost it, all your stuff is still going to be secured on the cloud, so to speak. I know Comcast is coming out this year with one of our recording DVRs that's going to be able to record. So instead of recording onto the hard drive itself, it'll be recorded up into the cloud. So whether you're watching it on a laptop or iPhone, you're going to be able to pull your information. Everything's just getting where it's just so easy to access and to be. It's just a nice, technology is really advanced. I know when we started working on computers, and this was about 99, we started making the transition from working on cars and engines to computers. And I remember before that, I kept telling Gordon, I said, God, we need to get a computer. We need to get a computer. We need to, everybody's getting the internet and stuff. God, I was talking so loud in the other rooms. Oh, they're distracting me. Everybody's got their own thing going on. But I was really worried that I was missing out, because we'd isolated ourselves so much. We went out to the woods and spent years living in the woods and doing our own thing and kind of just getting by on little or nothing and just. But the opportunity came by. I'm just going to touch on this real quickly because I'm at 9 minutes. How I got into computers is one used to work on small engines too, so we did lawnmowers and blowers and just anything that had an engine, internal combustion engine, we could work on and we could fix and repair. And one of the guys, because we worked on Lawn Boy, that was our specialty, and he worked on Briggs and Stratton, so we had each other's equipment. We would either send the work their way or they'd send it our way, and he was constantly picking up stuff, and he picked up he had a truck. He picked up probably about 20 plus computers, and he said, come here and take a look at this and see if you want any of this before I haul it to the dump. We went by and we looked and we picked up, I'm saying we picked up about 9 different computers at that time. and brought them home and started putting them together and seeing what they was about. That summer I went to the library, and about every other week I'd pick out about five or six books on how to repair computers, and I just gave myself a crash course that summer on how to take the computers apart and put them together. And Gordon did all the software and programming. He learned how to put on operating systems and take them off, put them on, take them off, how they worked, and between putting the hardware together and getting it synced in and get the software in there and get it synced in, we mastered that craft quite well. So there's the technology that's advanced in computers since we started doing that in '99. It's just been amazing ride. And I'm going to leave it there. Click 10 minutes. So stop and see, the song that I picked out is a 21st century schizoid man. I remember being in school and they was talking about well, someday you're going to turn of the century. So 99 turned into 1000, the new millennia. We were young and trying to project what we'd be doing in that era when it came. And I remember this song came out in 1980, so like 20 years before the turn of the century. But 21st Century Schizoid Man is by April Wine. I mean, and remember it was a remake. Who was it when it remade? Doesn't matter. But Harder, Faster was the CD, or actually the album, and it was very, very good. I didn't get to see him in concert, but I remember it. Remember it being one. So, April Wine, Harder, Faster, 21st Century Schizoid Man, and hopefully this will block it out, so I cannot turn it loud enough. February 22nd, 2013.